Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for a little bit. I know I think I haven't uploaded since Thursday or Friday. I've been gone for a little while because, as you guys know, the world of entertainment, the world of music, been going crazy. My other channel, me and my cousin have a joint channel called New Genesis. You can go subscribe to that. We do a lot of different things. We do wrestling reviews. We do reviews on movies, on shows, and music. As you know, my favorite rappers, Kendrick Lamar is in a big time rap battle with Drake. And a lot of people, it's like Drake, Rick Ross, all sorts of people, Quavo and Chris Brown going at each other. There's a lot of different people going crazy. So we've been diving into all that. This man, Kendrick Lamar, I've never seen Kendrick Lamar like this. I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar since I was like in middle school, 11, 12 years old. I've never seen him like this. Most of the time he's always rapping like spiritually and rapping about things that he grew up with in different environments and stuff and overcoming, obstacles in life. But this Kendrick Lamar is different. This is not Kendrick Lamar. This is K-Dot. This is like the battle rapper. He's going crazy and absolutely annihilating things. The first track he dropped was Euphoria. Then the 16 in LA, that music, that Al Green sample was amazing and stuff. It's kind of like a prayer. That's kind of what the song sounded like. And he dropped that sinister, that scary, sound like something Scarface or DMX would make, something scary. He dropped that, then Meet the Grams, and then he dropped something else yesterday, Not Like Us, and then he got a tweet on Twitter, Schoolboy Q, used to be part of TDE, said that he might be dropping it again today. So he just dropping a lot of diss tracks on Drake. This is why you don't poke the bear. It's like playing the '08 Steelers. Like the Steelers in '08, on the Headhunter days when James Harrison and all those guys are like playing those guys, be like, man, James Harrison weak. Okay, we're gonna see what we got on the field and see what happens. But that's what I've been doing lately. But today, I got a video for you guys. Today. I got this video, and I have another video too later tonight. My basketball, like that, some playoff stuff as well, like some previews from round 2 games. I missed the game yesterday. I went back and watched the highlights. Anthony Edwards going crazy. But today's video, as you guys see from the title, talk about some NFL news. First thing first, St. Louis. I know it's not really like a super topic, but a lot of people have been talking about it lately, about St. Louis getting a team. Should St. Louis get an NFL team? And you look at the ticket sales for the Battlehawks. The Battlehawks is a team, for the it was the UFL, I think the USFL, and then it switched to the UFL. They combined with the XFL, and they've been selling pretty good. I think they had 3 home games with 30,000+ tickets sold. Their last game did 32,000+ tickets, and they won. It's their 5th game in a row. And there was a lot of rumors going around that said the Chiefs might be moving, but the Chiefs, I think they still have the lease on their stadium until 2030 or 2031, around that range. So they won't be going anywhere. I don't know if you can break the lease of that. You probably could, but now I think the Rams. The Rams in LA now. I feel like the Rams should have never left St. Louis, really, because St. Louis fan base is very good. The Rams in LA, they still have some fans, but I thought the fan base is a little lighter because you see some of their home games, it'd be a lot of the away teams, especially when you play a team like the Steelers or the Cowboys, teams that travel real good, the Packer fans, Saints fans as well. Teams travel very well, so you see those guys, you're like, dang, am I at home? Or am I on the road like that? So I feel like they should have stayed there, but we'll see what happens if the Rams get a team. The NFL want to expand. They're trying to expand some of the NFL's games, trying to add another game. I feel like they shouldn't do it. If they do that, they should probably add another bye week. You got to add another bye week. I feel like it should be a mandatory bye week. So you add the regular bye weeks that you have throughout the year, and then maybe by week 10, or week 9, week 10, a bye week, everybody's off. Everybody's off. I know the NFL want to make money and stuff like that, but hey, everybody off that week right there, because I feel like you're putting too much on the players like that. They're adding extra games and stuff. They say, well, the money increase, that's cool and all, but you're hurting these players. The players getting hurt and stuff. The NFL average lifespan is what, 2 years in the league? I think 2.5 years. So it's really not that long. So hopefully they can find a way to implement that. Hopefully they don't add another game. If they do, you gotta add some more bye weeks. But I think St. Louis should be able to get a team maybe one day. If they expand the league a little bit, maybe add an international team, add a St. Louis team as well. You never know what could happen. We'll see. Moving on to the next topic. As you guys know, some free agency stuff is still happening. Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Dolphins. He signed a 1-year deal worth $3 million, up to $8 million in incentives as well. He's a good player. Odell Beckham Jr. is a good player. He's just a little injured now. He's a little older now. I think he's 30. No, of course, 30 years old is not that old in real life. But in football terms, when you're 30, is old. But he's a little injury prone a little bit the past few years. He had that cool playoff run with the Rams a few years ago. Then last year with the Ravens, he did pretty solid. He had like 500+ yards. I think the Dolphins just need him to go out there and be a third option, like the 500+ yards, 600+ yards type of guy. Because Tyreek Hill is your number 1 option. Dylan Wall is your number 2 option as well. Those guys can get 1,000 a season apiece. And then Odell's got to be the guy who can beat the third person. And Jonas Smith is there as well. He had a pretty good season last year with the Falcons as well. So I think they have a lot of speedsters. They have a lot of guys who can get open, who can beat man-to-man press coverage. So I think Odell being there in that scheme too, to get him like a lot of passes that probably be like underneath, a lot of underneath stuff, a lot of things that get him on the move. Because Tua You know, Coach McDaniels play style. You know, like a lot of the crossing routes are getting guys in space, use their speed. So we're gonna see the Dolphins kind of utilize that a lot. The Dolphins add more weapons to their offense. The offense looked nice, but the offense wasn't really the problem, really. I think the defense is more the problem because of the injuries that happened. But they added some pieces. They drafted some guys. So we're going to see how they look. But that was a pretty good signing. Also, of course, we see Chase Claypool. I think he signed with the Bills, if I'm not mistaken. They said he was going to Canada Football League, then he signed with the Bills. Now, Chase, like I mentioned before, you know, he's a former Steeler. As you guys know, we talked about Chase a lot before in the old days. All the talent on intangibles, you know, he has the athleticism, has the speed, has the height, and everything. The jumping ability as well, but it's just his mentality. The play style he play in, his mentality as well, and it kind of like holds him back a lot. So we're gonna see maybe the Bills be a team that can help him up. Ken Coleman gonna be nice for the Bills. I was surprised still that Malachi Corley fell that far to the third round. I was hoping the Steelers got him, but he got to the Jets, and the Jets got them a steal from that right there. So you have Garrett Wilson, Malachi Corley, I think Lazard is still there as well. There's a lot of different receivers. You look at, of course, speaking of this is not a receiver, but speaking of another guy who fell, to see Cooper DeJean fall down there, and Kool-Aid McKinstry, both of those cornerbacks. I know Kool-Aid had the injuries, and Cooper DeJean, he fell down there too as well. I thought he was gonna be gone by first round. I had him first round. If at worst, I had him like early second round, like first pick of the second round or something. I thought him and Kool-Aid would be gone by either first round or early second round. Those guys are still available. The Eagles got Quinyon Mitchell in the first round, and they're able to get Cooper DeJean in the second round. That's gonna be a nice killer cornerback duo right there. Going back to back with that, that's gonna be crazy. So there's a lot of great things that happened in the draft. I think I discussed it a little bit on the last video I did the NFL, talking about the winners and losers of the offseason. And in my opinion, the offseason winner is the Texans. It gotta be the Texans. The Texans have done a phenomenal job with their offense, with their defense, adding Daniel Hunter, adding Joe Mixon, adding Stephon Diggs as well, adding all these key pieces to your team. They've done a phenomenal job. So I think the Texans are the winner of the offseason, and I believe that the Texans are gonna go out there and be great, because last year was supposed to be a rebuilding year. It was a year they're supposed to be rebuilding. The Texans, you know, they was coming off of I think they had like 1, 2, or 3 games that year. They had like the second pick of the draft. They got C.J. Stroud. They had a new coach coming in, and they started off a little rough, you know, in the season. They won a few games here and there, but it was a little rough early on. And then they kind of picked up steam. They finished 10-7, won a playoff game, fell short. You know, got blown out by the Ravens in the second round, but they still put up a good fight to get there. They wasn't supposed to be in that spot, and still went out there and competed. And now they added more pieces. The young draft pieces they added more pieces to the offense and defensive side of the ball. They're going to be a killer team to deal with. So I feel sorry for whoever got to deal with those teams. I want to deal with that team in that division because they're going to be very, very nice. Also, J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt, and he said, there's a rumor reported that J.J. Watt said he'd be open to coming back to play for the Texans if DeMeco Ryans really needed him. I thought like maybe there's somebody open to come back to play like coach or something like that. Like, that'd be cool. But they say to come back to play. I know he's 35 years old. He got put in the Ring of Honor already like that for the Texans. I believe he retired his jersey, I'm not mistaken too. So J.J. Watt, you know, is an amazing player, future Hall of Famer. Like was a 3 or 4 time Defensive Player of the Year, multi-time All-Pro, one of the best defensive players of the generation, All-Decades team as well. And I always say, if you make the All-Decades team, you gotta be in the Hall of Fame because you was the best in that decade. You was labeled the best player at your position like that. So you gotta be in the Hall of Fame. So I think J.J. Watt, first ballot Hall of Famer, of course, we already know that. I think J.J. Watt, if he did come back, that'd be interesting. I hope if he do come back, come to Pittsburgh, come play with your brother. Come join the 4-1-2 and play with your brother. That'd be very cool. But the Steelers offensive line, you know, getting a lot of praise too lately. A lot of people liking their offensive line. They say the offensive line will be very difficult to deal with. Steelers got those big brutes up there, athletic brutes. They win a different style. So with that Najee Harris as well, that power run scheme is gonna be very good. It'll be hard hitting the Steelers old school football. You know, pounding the football and getting to the quarterback. That's gonna be our old school style. You're getting back to that. I think this year with the new line, the new draftees we got. So we're gonna see how this team look, and we're gonna see how a lot of these teams look as well too. So I'm very pumped up. I know this week some of the rookie mini camp starts, so I'm gonna have a lot of news on that for the NFL and for the Steelers individually, because that's my favorite team, of course. And yeah, so that's all I got for you today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.